man, I'm kind of proud of myself from week number 12. Now, we didn't go undefeated, of course. Every week we're supposed to. And then a team loses when they're not supposed to. But we went 11-2, and I think that was a pretty good start to turning this record around. Now, there's 5 weeks remaining in the NFL season. A lot can happen. A lot of teams are on the borderline. A lot of teams, your favorite team most likely, are in must-win situations. Unless you're an Eagles fan, then you're living the dream right now. Now on Thursday Night Football, bro, dude, I picked it, bam, the Cowboys over the Redskins, and dude, Twitter went crazy. Everyone was roasting me. They were like, you don't know what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Thursday Night Football for me is always a good night. And the Cowboys came out and they won that game. It was absolutely awesome. So, in week number 13, we are 1-0. And we actually have a chance to go perfect. Dude, I feel like I say this every week. It really doesn't get any more debatable in this video than our first game. We've got the Minnesota Vikings against the Atlanta Falcons, man. Vikings, one of the best teams in the NFC, versus the Falcons, who arguably could be one of the best teams in the NFC as well. I know, there's a lot of good teams, honestly, in the NFC, and we got the Vikings on the road against the Falcons. We got Matt Ryan. Julio Jones is finally starting to turn around. Will he be able to do that today against the Vikings defense? Will the Vikings offense be able to expose the Atlanta Falcons defense? These are questions I hope you guys know the answers to, because my answer is going to be the Atlanta Falcons once again winning at home over the Minnesota Vikings. I know this is gonna be debatable in the comment section, but I do have the Falcons over the Vikings in our first pick of week 13. Now we have the 7-4 Tennessee Titans going up against the Houston Texans, and for the Texans, I would say tank, bro. Tank and get as many good picks as you can for Deshaun Watson, but the Texans, their draft pick goes to the Cleveland Browns, and the Browns are looking like they're not only going to have the number 1 overall pick, but they might have the number 4 or 5 overall pick as well. I would love to take the Texans here against the Titans at home, but the Titans have been playing so well, 7-4. I'm going with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans over the Texans today. Now, a lot of you guys were tweeting me last week when I took the Buffalo Bills over the Kansas City Chiefs, and we got that one right. Now the Chiefs are going into New York against the New York Jets, and both teams have absolutely plummeted over the last 5 or 6 weeks of the NFL season. This is definitely going to be a good game. I mean, regardless of the score, Andy Reid has handed the clipboard over to the offensive coordinator. He will go ahead and overview it, but I've got the New York Jets at home as the Kansas City Chiefs continue to blow the lead in the AFC West. And then after today, they will no longer be in first place. But the Denver Broncos, who have not won a game on the road all season. They're 0-5. We've got who's going to win this game is going to depend, in my opinion, on which team can make the first defensive play. You got Trevor Siemian starting. It's not Paxton Lynch this week. And for that reason, I like the way Trevor Siemian can move the ball. I feel like he's more of a chuck it up and pray type of guy, and with receivers like Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas, even though Aqib Talib's going to be out, I've got the Denver Broncos in South Beach over the Miami Dolphins. I really hope after this week and the next 4 weeks ahead of this that we can really shape our record to actually make it look, I think it looks good right now, but to make it look like, wow, you know, I went this and this. Of course, the whole entire NFL 2017 season. Right now, it looks good, but I want it to be better. We got the Indianapolis Colts against the Jaguars. Jaguars lost in heartbreaking fashion last week. I don't think that defense is going to allow that to happen again. I've got the Jaguars over the Colts. It should be a high-scoring game, though, even though the Jaguars' defense is good. I like the Colts' offense. I really, really do, man. If they had Andrew Luck, they would be amazing, but I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Colts today. Now with this game, Jameis Winston, I believe, is making a return. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who have been on a skid row of disasters. We got the Green Bay Packers fighting, where it's been confirmed that Aaron Rodgers is going to try to make a return either next week or the week after to finish off the season. Can the Packers, with that NFC, make it into the playoffs? I don't know, but winning today would be a start to that. I've got the Green Bay Packers over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I feel like Lambeau Field has a lot to do with that pick, man. If this was in Tampa Bay, I would go Bucs all day, but playing in Lambeau in December for a team from Florida, I think it's going to be a lot harder than people think. I've got the Packers winning. Man, I was massively on the Detroit Lions bandwagon in the beginning of the year. I started continuing to pick them. They kind of let me down a little bit, but I'm jumping right back on it, man. Lions going into Baltimore. Baltimore Ravens winning last week. Joe Flacco and the Ravens offense, the pairs of running backs that they have, and the defense that is getting to the quarterback does not matter. Matthew Stafford, Golden Tate, Marvin Jones, and their running backs coming into Baltimore and beating the Baltimore Ravens. Lions over the Ravens, book it. Now the Bills, man, the Bills, dude. I love me the Bills, kinda. I like watching them play. I like watching Tyrod Taylor play, LaShawn McCoy, and that secondary. Now, they do have to play. Their record is pretty good. They're in the hunt for the playoffs, but they have to play New England twice, 2 more times in 5 weeks. Absolutely crazy. You got Tom Brady going into Buffalo. I think it'll be a good game, but the Patriots over the Buffalo Bills, it's gonna happen. Yo, Jimmy Garoppolo. Everyone wants to see Jimmy Garoppolo play. Jimmy Garoppolo has yet to throw an interception in the NFL. He goes into Chicago. Chicago in December, like, the weather is always so crappy, I feel like, for football. You got Mitchell Trubisky going up against Jimmy Garoppolo. I feel like if the Bears have any chance of winning, they got to run the football like 90% of the time. I feel like whatever team doesn't turn the football over or whatever team scores first is going to win this game. And unfortunately, I think that is going to be not the Chicago Bears. I got Jimmy Garoppolo getting the 2nd win of the year for the San Francisco 49ers, kind of splitting it up where the Browns haven't won a game, and the 49ers and the Giants are both going to have 2 wins. 49ers in the East Coast over the Bears. Now on Sunday mornings, I love to troll Twitter, especially when it comes to the AFC West. I tweeted out that the Browns, they're getting their first win today, and as much as I want that to happen, I will be rooting for that to happen. Josh Gordon he's not Michael Jordan, okay? Like, the Browns are going to continue to lose. DeShone Kizer leads the NFL in interceptions going against the Chargers defense, who has been phenomenal. I've got Phillip Rivers and the Chargers over the Cleveland Browns. Now we got the New York Giants versus the Oakland Raiders. You guys already know I'm going with the Oakland Raiders without Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree. I think the game is going to be heavily relied on the run and also relied on Jared Cook. If you have Jared Cook in your fantasy, probably should start him because he should see a lot of targets in today's game. But I do want to talk about one thing, man. It was pretty disappointing to me, whether you're a Giants fan or not, that you're going to bench Eli Manning after everything he's done for your franchise from the early 2000s to now, never sitting out, all the blood, sweat, tears, injuries. This man played every single game for you, and you're going to take Ben McAdoo and you're going to bench Eli Manning for Geno Smith and Davis Webb, and then you're going to announce that Webb isn't even going to be active. So if Khalil Mack comes off the edge on the first play, sacks Geno Smith, he breaks his leg, you're going to have to bring Eli Manning into the game to play? Dude, that pisses me off. I'm not a Giants fan, but it pisses me off, dude. Now it's also coming out now that it's confirmed that McAdoo, regardless of winning or losing against the Raiders, will be fired tomorrow. So, why would you do that to Eli Manning? I don't understand why you would do that. Eli's talking about retirement. I don't think Eli is going to retire. I think he's going to go to another team. It might be, Denver Broncos, possibly. There's a lot of different teams that need quarterbacks. Let me know where you think Eli Manning will be taking his next NFL snap as a starter in the NFL. I just think, obviously I want the Raiders to win. I think Geno Smith at quarterback might give us the best chance, but it's messed up, dude. Kind of makes me mad. Now we got the Carolina Panthers, and this is a huge game. If you are in the NFC South or you are a fan of the NFC South, Panthers, Saints is a huge game. Absolutely huge game. Now, the Saints lost last week to the Rams. Panthers have been steamrolling people with their run game. Their run game has been phenomenal. Now, the Saints did beat the crap out of the Panthers in, week number 3. But I feel like that's not, you can't go off that. Panthers going into New Orleans. I do like the Carolina Panthers in this game. I know that sounds crazy, and this might be the one game where it's you could have gone undefeated if you took the Saints, but I'm going with Cam Newton on the road in New Orleans to beat that crazy running attack of the New Orleans Saints. Carolina Panthers win. The LA Rams. The LA Rams, they were so fun to watch. I love the coaching. I love the play style. I just love everything about it. They're playing the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. Expect Jared Goff. Expect that defense. They're going to win. They're going to beat the Cardinals, and they're going to once again show everyone, even the people on TV, that they are a good football team. I've been saying it for a while, but everyone else is starting to say it now. Rams over the Cardinals. Eagle fans, what up? I wish I would have picked y'all more than I did, but I know y'all, we got a little bit of a bond, right? I think this is going to be a tough matchup for the Philadelphia Eagles. Going into Seattle, I know the Seahawks are super banged up. If the Seahawks want to win, they got to play keep away. They just got to, turn shoe clock on. That's what I would do if I was the Seattle Seahawks, because the more times that Carson Wentz touches the football, the more chances that the Seahawks are going to lose. And then even on top of that, the more chances they're going to get blown out. I've got the Eagles in a very, very close game. Don't sleep over the Seattle Seahawks. I would not be surprised if the Seahawks dominate time of possession and they kick a game-winning field goal. But I don't see that happening. I've got Carson Wentz. He's the MVP of the NFL, no doubt about it. And the Eagles winning in Seattle. Keep telling myself in our final pick, Monday Night Football, that one week I'm going to pick the Steelers to lose. They're going to lose, and I'm going to feel good about it. And I think that today might be that day, Monday Night Football against the Cincinnati Bengals. But then again, I just like the Steelers so much. I love watching them play, and with the weapons that they have, I just don't see them losing. I've got the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Cincinnati Bengals. I think it's going to be a good game, but the Steelers are just too good, bro. They are too good, and hopefully, with all the picks above, besides a couple little ones that could go either way, we might possibly have our first perfect week. If not, another 10-3, 11-2 week would definitely help out the record. As always, guys, enjoy the football with your friends and family. Let me know how you feel down below